Good morning. Let's be still together. Everything's energy. Everything is just spirit energy playing itself out. Don't label it. Don't collect it. Don't become sticky. Let the emotions flow. You have no idea what's really happening. The body expresses itself through energy, through mysterious ways. And don't cling to it and say that's a bad story. Make it wrong or right. Let it flow. Let the emotions flow, which is energy. It needs to be pent up and flow through you. If you cry, you cry. If you laugh, you laugh. Let it be just laughter. Let it just be tears. Don't say it's this and this, and it's that and that, because of this, because of that. That is where the rabbit hole starts. Just let your emotions be. It's been inflamed time now to be together on this planet, this reality. So don't become overloaded. Become more neutral, accepting of where you're at exactly as you are, as it is. And today, like I said, I didn't feel emotional today. I felt emotional last night. I sang at a kirtan for a few hours to back my wonderful friend Gershon and Freeman for Daniel Cunningham's Living Vitality series. Is amazing. But it brought some old stuff in my body, and I started to judge myself last night. And I thought, I calmed myself down just enough to see that through my practice, realizing that's illusion. And the more I just saw it and didn't say it was right or wrong because of this or that in the past or the future, it calmed down, and I recognize that. It's good practice to let it be. It's a constant polishing of the stone. Catchers pause before you react to things, because reaction and stress is what gets our bodies lower. I mean, I've lost my body completely, so I've got more intuitive with my body. I have to be. We all have to be. Know yourself. Know the self. Know the cells, the organs, how it works, what feels good to you. And do that. And make space for yourself daily, hourly, weekly, weekendly, whatever you got to do. Just make sure you have pause enough to feel yourself. Feel your heart. Feel your body. Just realize it's just energy. It's just a spirit beyond our understanding, flowing. Let it be. Let it flow through you and out of you as you. And we're going through a lot of stuff. PTSDs compounded for everybody. Every soul, every aspect of creation now is going through this awakening, cleansing, shifting, merging. So it's okay to be messed up, angry, depressed, feeling shattered, feeling, lost. It's okay. Let that be there. Don't get stuck in that story. Don't pull yourself more into that. That's what causes depression. That is what brings you down. Just see it. Let it be a storm outside yourself. Let the emotions flow. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be emotional. That's not you. You're before that. You're before the emotions. You're the ocean with which the emotions ride waves as. And you are the waves too. There's only one. We're together. Not even oneness. It's just awareness. Let the emotions flow by like clouds, drifting. Don't reach out to them, grab onto them, tear on them, trying to hang on to them forever to fit your story now. Let them flow on, because it fit always into a story in your mind. But you're not the mind. Let the mind float by and be aware of it. And stay aware. Be in that space of awe, of observation, of what is observing, what's looking through your eyes. Be aware of that. That's where we are. And again, to get through my past, my story, my suffering, my destruction, my erosion from HIV, from AIDS, from a stroke, aphasia, brain injury, pneumonias, diseases after diseases. There's no rush here. There's no goal. It's about living each day in the moment, fully. Where you become the moment. You become that creativity, the creation. You are creation. We are creation. We're evolution too. We're evolving into more. I have no idea what it is, but it is undeniable. We're evolving, awakening together into some new paradigm where we're desiring more compassion, more sovereignty, more love, more acceptance, allowance. I mean, it's obvious. That's why it's so dark outside of us, because we're bright inside ourselves. When we're bright inside ourselves, it's showing the shadow of life. So when the sun's above you, it shows the shadow, and that's what's happening. The brighter you shine, the more the shadow is shown, the difference of the shadow and the light. But in reality, there's no shadow once you become all the light. Because you're seeing the world what's inside of you. So if you fear inside yourself, the world's going to shine fear back to you any way it can to justify your feelings. It's reflecting back to you who you are. So find the peace inside yourself, allow yourself to be now as it is, and you will experience that in the world now, always. Good morning. I can't see names in this software. Sending hug back to you. Thank you so much. The hug back to you is a heart. I'm inspired to just share through this vehicle to you this inexorable simplicity of truth. To let it be. We looked over that, all these great teachers saying, let it be still. But that simple root is the key to everything. After that, there are modalities, practices, and there's worshiping, and there's religion after all that. Be still, and you're home. It's that simple. You know, we're so afraid to be done. We're so afraid to stop because the mind wants more and more and more stories, mazes. We're about, AI, this whole evolutionary machine, which we are not that. The space in which that machine is made. We are space. I mean, I have no idea if this is death or life. Do you? You can't tell me you're alive or dead. It's words. You know, you really can't say you're a human being. Nothing. We know nothing. There's nothing to know. When you know something, you're carving an uncarved block. I remember reading the Zen, the Tao. Tao was in the book, the Tao Te Ching, when I was really young, and talked about uncarved block. And that hit me so deeply. Because the block is infinite until you make a mark in it. And becomes carved as a story. It becomes imperfect in a way. It becomes not imperfect, but it becomes a PS particle, separation. But when it's uncarved, the block is uncarved. That's the universe, that's everything. When you get that paradigm shift in your mind, you become free. You start your journey to freedom. That's awakening spark that gives you the idea that you're not this story, you're not this body, this personality, this gender, anything. You are nothingness, everythingness. We are everything, nothingness. Empty. I wrote an email years ago. Empty full. Empty full. That was my best way to express myself. Empty fullness. You know. I wish you peace, clarity, courage, strength, humility, compassion, love, joy, kindness. That's all that's left. Once the stories are taken away piece by piece, all that's really left are the roots of compassion, kindness, unity, inclusion, acceptance, all these simple truths, but the simplest things are what cut the most. The most powerful things, the drop of water will go through granite. Or it will go, the constant drop of water will rip through anything. Wind will erode mountains, because we're always eroding, building up and eroding. And that's life. You don't be afraid of that. We always break down. We're more than the body. We're more than that. So don't be afraid of that. I mean, from my perspective, it took so much destroying my inner worlds, inner creations, inner mechanics, inner technologies to get that simplicity inside myself. And don't believe anything except your experience. Don't believe anything but your experience, direct experience. Everything is reflecting back to you what you're going to believe in yourself. Be mindful of what you imbibe, like I said yesterday. Be mindful of what you, your senses bring into yourself too. That's very important. What do you read? What do you look at? What do you think about? What do you watch? All of that is showing you the state of your mind now, your state of your heart now. So be mindful of all that. We're under so much distraction now with so much information. This whole state of information, age of information is nonstop modalities, nonstop. Do it my way, do it my way, do it this way. Do it your way. What works for you works for you. This is Our Living Journey with Richard Schooping, also a part of WeAreOverlap YouTube with Robert Sidebottom. And check out for our new book, The Myth of Death, a collaborative effort with art and songs corresponding to each chapter, or original music, which is going to go with the book hand in hand. Interactive book, because we really want to give more gifts to you, to your heart. More insights, more fun, more destruction. Have an awesome day. Love each other. Help each other. Give to each other. Not because to give, not to give, because love loves to love. Love loves itself. Love loves. We are love. We're loving ourselves. One flow. One flow. Until next time.